Hi guys, it's Spooky Duck, and I know it has been 2 years since I last did a movie review. A lot has happened over the last 2 years, so I was just going to kind of do an update and go over that, and I will be getting back to doing my Netflix and Amazon Prime and so forth reviews. I just want to let you know that I'm still here. I've thought about you, all 5 of you, the whole time. And, you know, I don't like being one of those people that's like and subscribe and notifications and stuff, but I do kind of want to get out of my current job, and this would be a good way to, you know, make extra money. So if you guys just feel like you want to do that for me, that would be great. I'm going to do more movies, I promise, and I will do the Bird Box, and I will give you my honest review, because so far you guys have really liked my reviews, again, all 5 of you. And so I'm going to do that. My hair's falling out, sorry. Okay, so first of all, again, I want to apologize for being gone for 2 years, and I didn't really say anything, and I hate it when YouTubers do that, they just disappear. But a few things happened that were beyond my control. Some things were good, some things were bad. But one thing that happened is 2017 was very rough on me. You might remember from my last video that I had a scratchy throat and everything. Well, I was actually coming down with a cold at that point, and right after that it turned into a full-blown cold, and I lost my voice. I couldn't talk at all. You know, I was just kind of like, well, I can't do the review if they can't hear me, unless I want to do it all in subtitles, and who wants to do that? So shortly after I got over the cold, because I think my last show was March, I believe. Right after that, around the beginning of April, I wasn't feeling so well, so I left work early, about 11 o'clock or whatever. I couldn't stand up. It was weird. Like, I could stand on my legs, but I couldn't straighten my back up. My back was in a lot of pain. My muscles hurt. Like, I'll just say, I had hot poops like crazy, and I just felt miserable, so I thought, oh great, I'm coming down with a stomach virus, and I had something I was supposed to do that weekend. I think it was like a cosplay event or something, and a guy that I was sort of seeing, was gonna go with me, but I obviously couldn't go at that point. So I go home. This is on a Thursday, and we're supposed to go Friday or Saturday night, I don't remember. But anyway, so I go home, and I turn on all the lights in my room, and I have the fan going, and I'm on fire. I've never felt this way before. I've been sick. I mean, I spent a good portion of my childhood sick, which is why I don't get sick often now. Well, until 2017, but I just felt miserable, and I could not figure out what was going on. Well, about 3 o'clock, my sister comes, and we decided I've got to go to the emergency room. This is just not going to happen. So I go to the ER, and I can't even stand up. Like, my brother has to help me out. And I get to the ER, and they check my heart rate, and it's 150. Now, I always run fast. Like, my pulse is always fast. Just the nature of the beast, it always has been. But I could feel my heart struggling to, it was beating so hard and so fast that I could feel it. And it was making it hard to breathe, which, you know, that's fun. So it turned, and so they did all these tests, blood tests and everything. And also, for those of you that know, I have something called von Willebrand's type 1, and basically it's a form of hemophilia. It's not like what you think of with hemophilia. Basically, my platelets just don't come together as fast. So yeah, in certain situations, I could easily bleed to death, but it has to be the right situation. But anyway, so my blood always comes out very easily, very thinly, I guess you'd say. This, when they took my blood, was coming out like sriracha. It was very thick, and it didn't even hurt when they did it. Well, anyway, so 2 bags of fluid later, they do these tests. It turns out they can't find anything, okay? So about a week later or so, I get a urinary tract infection, which I haven't had one of those in a very long time. Like I said, I don't really get sick very often. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I go there, and I go to the doctor, and they give me some medication and everything, and they do the pee test, right? Well, a few days later, I get a call from the doctor saying, you know, call me back, all right? I do. Okay, so it turns out that incident that almost killed me, like, literally the doctor told me in the ER, if you had waited even a couple more hours, you wouldn't be here now. You would probably be dead. But it turns out that I had somehow acquired E. coli, and I freaked out because I kind of like say E. coli is like the poop disease because, okay, I live in Georgia, and many years ago, there was an outbreak of E. coli in Whitewater because of kids pooping in the pool. And I'm not a big swimmer, and it was April, and it still can be pretty cold in Georgia in April, depending on what the weather wants to do. But generally nothing's open, Six Flags, but only on the weekends, stuff like that. So the only thing that we could figure is I actually ended up getting it from something that was undercooked. I don't eat a lot of, aside from bacon and ham and sausage, I don't eat a lot of pork. I'm not a really big chicken eater, mainly because of that, because I'm so scared of getting E. coli, salmonella, something like that. So, it had to be, that was all that we could figure, is it had to be either one of those two things. Alright, so, and it gets better. So after E. coli, after urinary tract infection, I got strep throat. Yeah, I know, 2017 quite literally tried to kill me. After I got strep throat, I got pneumonia, because the pneumonia somehow turned into strep throat. I didn't even know that was possible, but apparently it is. But I always get walking pneumonia when I get pneumonia. So I didn't even realize it, I just thought, ugh, I feel like crap. And then to add it, add to it, I got a cold on Christmas Eve, or sorry, not Christmas Eve, on New Year's Eve. So I was like, really? Really? I can count probably more days that I wasn't sick in 2017 than I was sick. So that kind of sucked. But towards the end of 2017, something really good happened. Okay, so as you can see, it's a new background. I don't have those wooden walls or that black curtain behind me anymore. And that's because in 2017, at the very end, after searching for 5 years, we found a place to live that was going to be a home as opposed to a rental property, which I will never do a rental property again. And actually, I'm going to die in this house because after all the just crap I had to go through to get into this house, I don't want to have to ever buy another house again. It's a journey, if not an adventure. But also, in 2017, when I wasn't sick, I came into a sum of money. It wasn't a great sum of money by any means, but it was enough to where I could replace my car and pay off some debts. So that was great. So I got rid of my Beetle, which was great because the transmission was going out on it. So I replaced it with a 2014 Dodge Charger. Yes, I know. I'm such a tomboy. I've got to have somewhat of a muscle car. Now, this is a base model. It doesn't have, I would love to have a Hellcat, but I don't have $69,000. I will probably never have $69,000. So, yeah, so I don't have a Hellcat. But I do have a beautiful gray Dodge Charger that seems to be the magnet for everyone's door. Everyone hits my car with their door, and they never really did that with the Beetle, and I don't get it. It doesn't matter where I park. I could park on the moon and somebody, or one of those little rover things is going to run into it. I'm serious. This thing is so dinged up on the doors. And I've only had it going on 2 years in July. So anyway, so 2018, we had a big move. And it was great. Finally going to have a house. I have a huge bedroom. I have my own bathroom, which is amazing, which is right behind me. That white door with the shoes hanging on it, because that was the only place that the shoe hanging thing would fit, and I just bought that today at Goodwill for like $3, so whatever. Anyway, so I lost my equipment. I thought I packed my webcam and my microphone, and I have searched over the last year through every single box that I have, and I couldn't find it. So I ended up having to buy new ones. Now, granted, I did not spend a bukus of money because I don't have bukus of money. But I did get something called Stream Team. It is a webcam, a microphone, and a light, which you guys can all appreciate because one of the biggest things that people complained about was how dark it always was when I did this. So now I have a light, and it came in one kit. It was $80. It was on Amazon. I don't have the money to buy these $2,000 cameras that these professional YouTubers have, so I have to go with what I have, and if it works, that's fine. That's how I've always been. As long as it works, that's good. Alright, so we got settled in. I got myself a dog, which he's asleep right now, but I might allow him to be recorded later. He's a beagle. He just turned a year in December, so he's still very much a baby. So he has doggy ADHD, I swear to you. He is all over the place, and he can't concentrate on anything except for his squeaky ball. We discovered that if he ever runs away, we do the squeaky ball, and he's there. He's flying back because he loves that thing. All right. So this whole time, again, I've been ransacking every box. So we're not even completely unpacked because I have a lot of crap. But we ransacked it and everything, and so far we can't find, to save our lives, that camera. So again, I had to buy it again, which it just came in yesterday, I believe. Which it was 2-day shipping or 1-day shipping, something, doesn't matter. But at one point in 2018, I got sick again. I didn't have to leave. I did leave work early. Again, it was diarrhea, and I was thinking, oh great, I have E. coli again. But it was weird because it did not feel the same. It was severe stomach cramps, and again, hot poops. And I was going, okay, and I felt like I wanted to throw up, but I couldn't throw up. And so that was on a Friday, I'm going to say. So I was sick Saturday, Sunday. I went to the doctor on Monday, and he ran some tests, including a pee test, which, like, I could eat, and I would feel fine, and then all of a sudden I would get severe stomach cramp and have to poop, and it was horrible, and I thought I was dying. It was just terrible. It was one of those things where I was like, God, either heal me or kill me, but do something, because I'm tired of this. So anyway, it turned out to be salmonella. Now here's the thing, I had it, my 6-year-old niece had it, and my 3-year-old niece had it, which was weird. The saddest part, though, it was around my 3-year-old niece's birthday, like she was going to turn 3, and I was so sick I couldn't even make her a cake. I was so sick that I couldn't do the one thing I really wanted to do with her, which was go to Build-A-Bear and help her pick out a toy. Now, I went to Build-A-Bear, but I could barely walk, and all I wanted to do was go home. I just felt miserable, and I started crying in the middle of Build-A-Bear because I was like, oh no, I want to spend this time with her, and I can't. So there was that. But, so I had salmonella, and two of my 4 nieces had it too, and we were trying to figure out why. And then it kind of made sense when we remember that just like prior week or so before, we had gone to Six Flags. Now, I haven't been to Six Flags in a while. It's almost like people who live in Orlando don't really go to Disney World every day. They go every once in a while, usually when they have family in town, stuff like that. But my nieces had free passes. My sister was able to get me a free pass through Coca-Cola points and all this stuff. So we went. Well, I'm not one to ride wet rides. I'm very particular about wet rides because I don't like the squishy feeling. I don't like the chafing from your shorts or your pants between your thighs and all that stuff. But they convinced me they wanted to ride the log ride, so I did it. Well, we got water splashed in our faces. Okay? When you have water rides at parks like that, and I'm not talking a water park specifically, but, it's nothing against Six Flags either, at all. So I'm not downing them or anything or saying there's anything wrong with it, because things happen. That's just how it is. But kids, because that is one of the kinds of rides that even little tiny kids can be on, you do have a chance of urine and feces somehow making its way, I'll say this correctly, into the circulating water. That's not fresh water all the time. That's just circulating water. So that's what we figured out it had to be, because we had not come in contact, and granted, my other 2 nieces, my sister and my buddy Casey, they didn't get sick. But maybe they just, I don't know, maybe we got some in our mouth somehow. I know it sounds gross, but that was the only thing we figured. The 3 of us got salmonella. And so that was sucky, but that is, that's okay now. We're okay now. Let's see. So let's fast forward onto 2019 again, which is, I'm going to start doing it once a week again. I'm going to start watching a movie once a week. And start doing it. In fact, I'm going to watch Bird Box at some point. I think my friend Casey wants to be part of that, so that we see it together and then we give an honest review of the film. I'm also going to be adding different content, because I've noticed, again, I don't have a lot of viewers. I would love more viewers. I would love more subscriptions, because I enjoy doing this, and I'm not trying to say, ooh, I really do think that there needs to be someone out there that watches movies that other people are iffy about, and I watch them for you, and so that and I kind of give you the idea, and granted, it's my opinion of the film, but at the same time, that to me is kind of important. I like to know a human being's opinion of the film. Don't just give me the synopsis of the film. I want to talk to people who have actually seen this film. and go from there. Also, but as far as that's concerned, I'm still going to do that, but I've actually won like 5 things from the Tariba app, which is totally cool because I've been playing that for a year, since beginning of 2018, and I couldn't win anything. I went an entire year. I probably wasted $100 winning nothing. Well, in the last 3 weeks, I have won 5 things. I won something today, in fact, and so I'm going to start doing unboxings, which my next video coming up is probably not going to be an unboxing, but just to give people an idea of the size scale, because I got my first prize in yesterday, but I couldn't get my stupid webcam set up in time because yesterday was hectic. My nieces spend the weekend with me. Some of you guys know that. I usually do the reviews when they're not here, just because they're very loud. I don't want to participate, which I don't mind them participating, but you get what I'm saying. So anyway, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm possibly going to be doing short films. I'm going to be doing things, cooking. I want to do some cooking show stuff. Because that was the original idea of Dinner and a Monster, was to do it as like a cooking show, or I'm eating, and then I give you the recipe for whatever I'm eating while I'm doing it. But the problem is, in 2019, I am going on a diet because at the beginning, or at the end of December, or beginning of December, something like that, I was 167 pounds. I'm 5'7". I turned the big 4-0. I know. I don't want to weigh that much anymore. I don't want to. So my goal is 140, and me and my friend Sherilyn have decided that we got a pact. If we can lose the weight that we're trying to lose, we're going to go to Universal Studios as Queenie and Tina. I totally forgot. I brain farted on their last name all of a sudden, because that's how I do. But Queenie and Tina from Fantastic Beasts. I already got the wig and the wand, so I'm trying to get, you know, inspired to do it, get the initiative and stuff. So anyway, I think that's really awesome. I'm going to be losing weight, so the dinner part of Dinner and a Monster is going to have to wait a little longer, just until, I mean, I can still make dishes, don't get me wrong, that I can show, but right now I've got to lose the weight, and then I can go and, you know, make, because there's some dishes that I've made that, you know, my family is like, holy cow, keep making this. And I do really enjoy cooking. I enjoy baking, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so I hope that puts you up to date. I'm probably going to do my Tariba video right after this one, so I'll be wearing the same thing, I'll have the same background. That's the other thing that's going to change. I don't have a setup yet for anything, so I'm going to actually order a backdrop from Amazon, and I've got 2 to choose from, so I'm figuring out which one I'm going to go with. But yeah, after that, then I'll have more of a setup. Right now, my laptop is sitting on a nightstand, and the light is clipped to the nightstand, and the microphone is in my hand because I have nothing to set it on just yet. I do have a new desk, but it's kind of got my sewing machine on it. So, and I'll give you a house tour, but my house is a wreck right now. So yeah, well, I guess that's all. I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you tell your friends. I hope you forgive me for being gone. And I hope you spread the word. I really do want more followers because I think it would be kind of cool, you know. So yeah, but I guess that's all, kids. And I'll do the Tariba video now, I guess. Okay, see you later.